Ahoy there, I be the malicious merwench and this be Pirate Fashions. Today we're going to be talking about some of the differences between a proper steel bone corset and some of the more flimsy, plasticky fashion corsets. One of the first differences you'll probably notice is actual weight thickness. This is a proper steel bone corset, and this is just one of these fashion Halloween costume corsets. This one weighs about 5 times more. Now, and one of the reasons because of that is to do with the material. This is properly lined and faced, so this has roughly about 3 layers of material in it, while these typically usually only have 1, which makes them very flimsy and they tend to rip quite easily. The other thing that makes such a big weight difference is the boning. All of our corsets have proper steel boning in it, which tends to hold its shape much better throughout several different wearings and actually gives you a fitted hourglass shape. The boning on these types of corsets tends to be very plasticky. As you can see, it tends to just kink right in after a few wears, and this could actually end up digging in painfully or completely snapping through and stabbing you. So now we're going to talk about the enclosures. On these corsets, they tend to just be a hook and eye. Now there are definitely quite many of these, and they take a long time to get into. These can also end up digging into your skin painfully. Some of these have busks as well, and here we actually have a higher quality steel bone corset that was made with a busk. The only problem is that they tend to break off quite easily, as well as if you don't put it on and take it off in sequence, if you just undo the top and undo the bottom, the middle will actually get stuck and you may have to cut yourself out of the corset. Our corsets tend to just have the front lacing. It's much easier to undo in case you just need to get out of your corset if it's a little bit too tight, and it looks a little bit more historical as well. If you notice the lacing in the back, we found that doing it all in one string tends to be much quicker to get in and out of your corset. Well, while as this is actually 2 separate strings, and it takes a lot longer to undo. As you can see, this one just has flat X's on the outside and the inside, and this one is just laced in and out, which also doesn't make it close properly. Now, these corsets do not have a modesty panel on them, which means when your corset opens, it's going to show your shirt underneath or the skin of your back. All of our corsets have a modesty panel in both the front and the back, and they're usually about 8 inches long, and it's the same fabric that is on the outside, so it looks seamless to the corset. Now, as far as cinching, if you try to cinch one of these corsets too tightly, you may actually end up splitting one of the seams. They tend to use very thin synthetic fibers that just fray and split at the seams. They're also not designed to conform to your body and really give it an hourglass shape and cinch it up. It essentially just sticks to every roll that you have, and it just sits on your body. It doesn't give you any shape. Our proper steel bone corsets will actually suck you in a few inches. They make your bust and your waist, your hip look bigger, and it makes your waist look even smaller by comparison. Now, as far as price goes, this corset or regular overbust is $109, and many of these corsets tend to be $60 upwards towards $85. I know I got mine on sale for $60. There are many different reasons why you should go for steel bone corsets over plastic bone corsets, one of which being you're going to get several hundred wears out of these versus 4 out of something like this. So for all your corseting needs, please think of Pirate Fashions.